Hi there, welcome to this video. This is in our automation series. As I mentioned in the previous video, we've had a lot of requests for ways to increase the speed that you're working in Photoshop, how to process multiple images at once, and it's very easy to do in Photoshop. Now, in this video here, I'm going to show you how to create your own actions. Okay, something that's really quite easy to do, and this way it gives you the tools, you the flexibility to be able to do this and just go crazy with your own creativity and speed up the amount of time that you are spending working on your images. So first of all, let's come to the window menu and then scroll down to actions, and this brings up our actions palette. Now let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look at our actions palette here. Mine's docked in with my history palette, and I can pull that out so it's a palette all by itself. Okay, oh, here we go. Alright, so here's my actions tab. Now we've got this little arrow here by the side of it. We've got a number of different options here. We've got dock to well, button mode, so we can use our actions palette in button mode as well, and it shows us our different actions that we have created there. We can create new action, a new set. We can playback options. We've got all these different options here, and then we've got different actions that I've created and ones that I have here in my actions palette too. Now, first thing you want to do when you're creating a new action is to create an action set, and we do that by clicking on this icon down here. It's the third icon from the right and the fourth one from the left. It says create new set. Now you click on that and then you name your set. So let's call this black, and we'll just call it black white for black and white. Okay, so we've got a new action set here. Now there's nothing in it, it's just a folder. Next thing we want to do is click on this icon next to that called create new action. Okay, and we name this action now. So we'll call it, we'll just call this step 1. Okay, we could call it whatever we want. We could just call it BW, whatever. It really doesn't matter. Now, you can see here we've got a set now. We're going straight into the black and white set here. Our function key. Now, this is a very powerful tool. Very, very powerful, but underutilized. Now, with your actions, you can actually assign a shortcut key. So, for example, if I wanted to use this action with my F2 key, I can simply click on that, and I can also change the color of my action if I want to. I can make it red, whatever, and then I can click record. Okay, so now I have I'm starting to record my action. Now all the steps that I take on my image now will be recorded. I'll just reduce that a bit, reduce the size of my actions palette too. I'll actually dock that back in there. Okay, so here's my actions palette. Here's my image. Let's say I want to turn this into a black and white image. Okay, so I'm selecting the background layer. Now you can see here it's going selecting background layer. It's recording everything that I'm doing. I'm going to select a hue and saturation adjustment layer. And in this one here, all I'm going to do is reduce my saturation down to -100%. And then I'm going to click on OK. And now I'm going to press stop. And that has finished recording my action. Okay. Now, you can see actually she's still got kind of red cheeks because we have this layer here called rosy cheeks. Actually a pretty cool effect. Let's come back to our actions though. Now I'll just delete that hue and saturation adjustment layer there now. Okay, now if I want to run this action to see how it actually works, all I have to do is click on the action here and press play, and you can see whammo, it does it already. It adds the adjustment layer, converts it to black and white very quickly and easily. Now let's undo that. I'll just delete that layer again. Now you also remember we created this shortcut key F2. So now if I press F2 on my keyboard, it does it automatically as well. So if I had multiple images open, let's have a look here. I'll get some practice images here. Let's open these ones up. Okay, so if I wanted to now convert this to black and white, I just press F2 on my keyboard, boom, done. How simple is that? Same again, F2, done. And same again, F2, done. Very simple, very easy. Now, if you have regular things and adjustments that you're doing to your images, for example, if you're a photographer, every image that you open up, the first thing you may do is sharpen it a little bit. If that is the case, you could create a sharpening action, record it, and then you can batch process all your images at once you've downloaded them off your camera. Fantastic tips and tricks. What I'm going to do in the next video is run through how to process multiple images at once. So first thing is, you know how to create your own actions, then you know how to run them. You can test them as well and tweak them so that it's doing exactly what you want to minimize the time that you're spending in this post-production environment. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.